Perhaps the one big word that's going to describe this team this year is resilient. Today, on his day after the game teleconference, Doug Marrone talked about his team's resiliency, and here's what he said. Basically talking about the way that this team has dealt with so much. There's been a lot of fluctuations offensively, obviously with Nick and then Gardner, the offensive line, things of that nature. I would say if I had to put a stamp on, hey, what's the identity right now? It's a team that has showed some resiliency. Last year, we didn't see this kind of resiliency. We saw it in 2017. Sometimes how a team deals with adversity can make the difference between a winning season and a losing season.
Yeah, there's no question. Over the course of a season, you're going to have some ups and downs. You're going to have some good games and bad games. I think the perfect example of resiliency that we saw yesterday was when Joe Flacco took his team down and they score. With about a minute and a half, you think there's no way this young quarterback can take them down the field and win this football game. But they showed that resiliency. They showed that resolve. The young quarterback stepped up with his teammates and really got the win based on a situation that just didn't look good. I think most people would say, as much as they believe in Gardner Minshew, this is too big for him. Well, it wasn't too big for him. This was a team win, and it's exciting. We're sitting again here at 2-2, and the future looks really bright right now, Cole.
You know, we've talked a lot about Gardner Minshew here over the last several weeks, and the word that keeps coming up is the same word. Mark, what does Gardner Minshew have?
I tell you what, the word is moxie. We
there it
use
is.
It a lot. There it is, moxie.
Gardner Minshew has moxie. He gets it done. He's the first player in the last 30 years in the National Football League to have a quarterback rating over 95 in each of his first 4 games. He gets his first game-winning drive in a stadium that is one of the toughest to play in the NFL, in the thin air, in the fourth quarter, against the team that just went right down the field and scored to take the lead. There's not much more you can ask for. As we get into our 3 points, first point has to be the question, and maybe the answer, Mark, is Gardner Minshew for real?
He is for real. Listen, Cole, you either have it or you don't have it. I mean, it is clear right now in only 4 games that Gardner Minshew has it. And call it what you want. Call it moxie, a confidence, a swagger. But the kid has it. In 4 games, he has done what no other quarterback has done in the history of the NFL. He bursts onto the scene. The city has embraced him. He's playing very, very good football. And up to this point, I've been pleasantly surprised at how he's been able to manage the game and the decision-making and the way he's played. I am a firm believer in this young man right now, to the point where I expect him week in and week out to go out there and just make plays to win the football games.
The numbers on the top there are his numbers from yesterday. Numbers on the bottom are his season numbers. And you notice there's a number that's missing from both of those, and that is interceptions. He doesn't have any. He's taking care of the football and making plays at the same time.
He's got 1 interception, but it was a throw to Leonard Fournette that bounced off his hands. You know, that falls into the sometimes those things happen category, but he has taken care of the ball. And any young player in the NFL that plays the quarterback position, you tell him one thing: you take care of the ball, because turnovers lose football games. Well, he's not only taking care of the ball, he's throwing touchdown passes, he's extending plays. You're seeing some really good plays right there. He's just playing like an 8 to 10-year vet that's been doing it for a long time, playing at a very high level. And again, we expect that to continue.